I stand up there too long, Stu. That's what I did and they shot me.
No. Hold up, Stu. You're getting a loadout after this circle closes. And you might get a fucking another respawn. Or some other shit might spawn up. Like that scavvy right there. There's a buy here. You're already going to get a loadout coming all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be one hell of a hike to get back to anything. Do you, though? No, do you, bud? You got one life to live here, bud. Boxes? Oh, restock.
Fuck, I thought I had a heartbeat.
Yeah, enough for one. It's me. I'm gonna land with you and loot this building with you and buy him back. And then we'll try to make our way over there to get... I'm grabbing this box.
Dude, there's a box right there behind you.
Oh, okay. They're shooting.
Where at, bro?
Right to your left,
They're close.
Bro. Oh, yeah. I heard something.
Second floor.
There you go.
I need a gun.
Oh, shit.
Enemy dropping in. There's a fucking gun. Oh, he's got a gun.
Get inside.
Inside. Oh, come on.
I thought we were getting inside.
What?
I thought we were getting inside.
I was covering you to get inside.
I've been inside a long time, dog. I was inside a long fucking time. I don't even know where they are.
M13,
they're in the window to the right. No. They're in the window to the right.
That fucking green building right here. Right on my green
building.
Right here.
Okay.
Right on my green ping. There's two of them in there.
Nope.
You hear that, Bill? He's on you.
She's on my roof.
I don't know if he's on the roof, man.
Dick.
I think he seemed to be here. Yeah, the M13 sucks. That site.
Little bitch.
He's like, how the fuck did he kill me?
I don't know if I can make the play on that and get back across with money to buy you back.
Play your game, dude. You can kill that Mosty maybe. And
That's horseshit. Coming out, buddy. Probably not as good as the other guy.
Nice. You got a mask. One left.
Right there, you see him, Bill. You see him. Come on, Bill. Yeah, Bill! Yeah, motherfucker! Woo! Attaboy, Bill. Fuck yeah, brother.
Shit, Bill.
Fuck yeah.
With somebody else's loadout, fuck them.
Look at my shit. Look at that. That's how you get a dub right there. 0 kills, baby.
That second to last kill was the best kill. Where I fucked his homie up and he was in the thing, and then I jumped out and slid and fucking hip fired, finished him. Yeah, that's shit.
Patented 0 kill dub.
Shit, dude.
Good shit.
This is the NWA shit here, man.
They were cool. They were giving props.
Oh, fucking niggas with attitude, dog.
I thought you meant newfies with alcoholism.
Bro, listen. If you had to put a statistic out, I guarantee you that Newfoundlanders are the most drunk people in all of Canada. 100%. We have the bars. We have the most bars per capita in North America. Like per square footage, I mean. Per square footage. Sorry.
In a small area.
George Street, dude, right? Has the most bars per square footage in Canada. And I'm not sure, actually it might be in North America too.
What was that most bars per square foot? That was a proof. That was a an Aggie thing, right? The chicken? Oh, most beer served per square foot annually.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Yo, Dixie chicken.
The Dixie chicken. Most beer served annually per square foot in the world, in the United States. For sure, the United States. I don't know about anything else. I know it's a fucking tiny ass spot, and you get beer there, bro. Big ass fucking Route 44 from Sonic cups of beer, and they call them chuggers.
That shit is a hole in the wall.
And it's like $4 for a chugger.
World famous.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I had like
$4 for a chugger and this huge ass thing of beer, and you just get shit face smashed on some good ass fucking Ziegenbach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I came down to
You'd be a
fucking,
super alcoholic, and you'd spend for sure, because you would only have to spend half of what you spend or a third of what you spend now, and you can get twice as drunk.
right?
So it's a good thing you're not here, right?
No,
How easy would it be for people that
because I'd save
enjoy
even more
alcohol
money.
just like you to get fucked up here? That's how. To get lost, to get stuck. That's the other way of looking at it, you know? Sure, it'd be cheaper, and sure, you could do more with it, but you could also lose everything you love quicker, easier.
Been there, done that.
Yeah,
Oh,
twice.
fuck it. Do it again. You can handle it, huh?
Buddy. Whatever the world wants to throw at me now, dog, I can handle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I felt that.
I got nothing else to lose, dog. I've had it all,
He's
lost it all.
gotten some
So
farming
what else?
equipment or
What?
something.
Literally, what else can I lose? The only thing I can lose now is my life. And if you lose your life, well,
I need like 30 seconds to 45 seconds before it started.
I'm good
Sounds
for
like
like a
Stu.
minute or two.
Yeah, I think Stu
Yeah.
needs like a minute or two. Hey, we're coming off a euphoric high there, man. It was an adrenaline rush. Catching
I
dubs.
mean,
Buddy, you had to see Bill. Like Bill, listen.
Bill was
Clean.
in his zone.
Fucking clean shit, dog. But fly like.
Busting this dude's ass, rotating to this window, sliding out of the way of the grenade, hiding against the wall, keeping from getting shot, pop out a window, drop this dude, jump out this window, power slide right into a hip fire kill, team wipe, hide, grab his plates, plate up, get real sneaky like it behind the box, wait for homie to make a mistake and fuck his world up, end it with a headshot. And that
He
was
made
just
a
the
mistake
last,
though, Bill.
like
'Cause
30
he thought-
seconds. Yeah, he made a huge mistake, and he didn't know it though. I thought he saw me. I thought he saw me when I saw him. I thought for sure he saw me when I saw him, so he was going to try to maneuver. I thought he was going to go up over that hill and disappear on me, because he damn sure wasn't going right. I thought for sure, and he
prone
wasn't
down.
going to stand
When
there.
when he
And
prone on that
fucking
hill?
prone down,
Fuck.
dog. Like fucking
Fuck
idiot.
himself.
He was waiting for me to come running over that hill. Is what it was. Thought I wasn't going to pay attention.
Because he thought you were still behind the hill, but you were already on the corner of the hill before he knew, and that was it.
And he took
Good shit,
forever.
though,
Look what he was doing when he was laying there. He was putting a plate in, the last of his 3
Yep.
plates. So think about what I
Everything
had
else-
time to do.
Everything before that was 100% skill, and that last kill there was just it was skill, but it was luck
I
because
thought, that other team that was pushing in that I was engaged with at the end. That was a
I
good
know
team.
I seen him on my screen, so I was like, and you seen him. That's why I said you see him. That's all I said. You see him because if you didn't see him, you're retarded. I see him.
100% saw him. But was trying to get that angle, put the boxes on my left
100%.
and my gun on the right, and
100%.
get every advantage I could. So
And it worked out, man, and fucking bang on, buddy.
it was a
I'll
right
take
play.
it. I'll
Hey,
take it.
you know what that was though? I think
300?
Oh shit! No, I'm going for 350. We're at 349.
That's 340.
That was got to be 350. That had to be
That's
350.
That's 349, man.
349.
Oh,
But I think it got me the battle pass.
100% is it.
No, I'm level 100. At the very, very beginning, all I did was finish 99. So, if we get another win on this game, I can finish the battle pass and hit 350. I thought I was going to hit 350 2 weeks ago. I was at 347 2 weeks ago. That's been
Well,
slow.
I got one more game because I got to get up and I got to finish I got to replace some deck boards and shit. So
Well, tell me when you're ready and I'll start it.
you can start.
I know Bruce ready. I know Fly's ready. Fly's always ready. Right, Fly? Fly stays ready. Fly doesn't have this lady playing, though, so he can't talk to us when he's ready, but, like, not there. You're ready, you know?
Yeah. He's ready. He might have to jump late, but he's ready.
He's out there jerking his gherk and hitting a Bolski. Watching the stream. But mostly jerking his gherkin, which is weird because he's doing it to our audio, which is even weirder if you think about it. Proof said, ugh. Hey, I was looking at a top 10 list of most financially like, I guess how would I put it? The richest cities per capita, I guess. Maybe it's not per capita. It had to be the richest cities. Pearland was on their top 10. The average income of someone who lives in Pearland is $110,000, and League City was on there at $123,000. But two towns in Kansas had like $121,000 as well.
What?
What were they? Do you know?
I can't remember, man. I wanted to remember so when I talk to you, I could tell you to move there and get on doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I know there's I actually one of the schools that we played at, there's like this huge, it's like, it might be a nuclear plant.
Well, I grew up in a town with a nuclear plant and in Alabama when I lived there for a few years, and it was not wealthy.
Oh, everybody there was fucking wealthy, man. Like, it was fucking, there was money.
We didn't even have electricity when we lived there, so not everybody in my spot was fucking wealthy.
Oh shit, this one, everyone there, like, this is the only district, everything, every
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
all the fields were fucking just pristine, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, this is a poor town. People dying of cancer from all ages. Nobody knows why. Limestone in the ground definitely had something to do with it. Nuclear facility close by.
It might not even been that. It was just, it was some big plant. I know that.
I lived on the side of a mountain in a trailer. And I remember having this big ice storm. And I was in the middle of playing Mario Brothers, and you couldn't save games back then, right? And I'd gotten further than I'd ever gotten, and the ice storm cut the power up.
Old Pearland.
And I was like, fuck. I was pissed. Fuck.
Training's over.
And I waited for the power to come back on. I waited, and I found out that my parents didn't pay the bill, so they weren't going to turn it back on. I had to sell that when we moved because we couldn't afford to bring anything with us, so I never got to get any further for some time.
That's where old Koenig lives now.
Where, Pearland?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fitting, actually.
I think Charlie does too now, actually. Charlie just bought a house there. Charlie and Serena just bought a
Charlie's
house.
sort of the D-bag sometimes, but Charlie's kind of okay sometimes. But Charlie's like super easy to rattle. Koenig, I want to fuck him up every time I see him. Like, there's something about the way he looks, I want to, and the way he smiles, I want to beat his ass every time I see him.
Charlie's the most liberal one of the group, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me because Charlie's easily defeatable in debate, and and he gets flustered easy and stuff like that. So that, I mean, he only brings up stupid shit too. It's always anti-Trump shit, and I'm like, bro, has the words rent-free mean anything to you?
His dad,
nobody
he gets
thinks
it all
about
from
that
his
dude except you guys.
He gets it all from his dad, who his dad is
weird.
one of the most fun people to be around, though.
He get it from his daddy.
Fly, what do you think of his Leafs? Sure.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Let's make this quick.
Flyers here.
Targets are up. Take them out.
I've heard of hit or miss, man. Hey, have you seen Calgary? We'll see what Calgary done.
That trade was actually really good for Calgary.
100% it was. That's what I mean. Florida fucked up, dog. Like
Weird, man.
they sent 3 guys for 1 guy, plus a first-round pick for 1 guy. Like, okay.
Who was the one guy?
Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, he's just gonna go back to Calgary. Was there a contract extension involved in the trade?
I don't know if he'll resign with the Panthers. That's another thing. People say he wanted to go to the Blues because his dad played for the Blues.
Dude, if you're
playing sign for the Blues.
Mortgage that farm, dog, it better be for somebody who's gonna stick around.
Getting shot at, but
It's crazy.
Shoot it.
Anybody see a decent SMG anywhere?
Yeah, the Florida Panthers gave up 3 good players for Matthew Chuck and a 4th round
Gas
pick.
is right on your tail.
And the Panthers gave up 3 good players.
At us.
Does anybody have an ammo box?
I got an ammo box in the gutter.
Or can drop ammo before they get that? Or if we don't have any? Because I need ammo. I don't have shit.
Here, I'll drop an ammo box.
Someone could use that.
Thanks. I only have the mags.
Why don't you have fully loaded, Bill? Like, what's going on here?
Because I wanted to get, I'm running the M13, I want to get my maximum recon device nearby. I think that's our bounty, and there's a car on the
Southwest, yep. But that's a you problem, Bill, not a B problem.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's 2 there all day. The guy on the 4-wheeler is broken.
I'm moving left, I'm gonna get the high ground on him. I'm pushing them onto the left.
They're right here on the recon still.
Pushing them to the
Another
left.
one's coming in deep, yep.
If someone came with me, we would have had the perfect angle. We got a guy back left, yep. Bro. Oh, fuck, I'm fucked up. Right on the bike, right on the quad, right on the quad. Moving to the 210.
I'm scooping.
Full kill 1. They're throwing a cluster on me. Stay back. It didn't quite get here.
Reloading, 14, 314.
Broken, going up the hill. That light marker's broken. Where's his friend at? Oh, they ran this way to the 287. They're getting engaged by another team.
They don't look so friendly.
See the guy with right in front of us
From
here.
right to left. I don't have eyes on him. One's down. Yeah, shoot.
Still another one guy to the right thing.
Moving towards him, moving towards him. 2 to the pickup.
2.
3 all day. They're gonna be all in that little tiny building.
Oh. Down.
We'll kill 1 for you. We got a good spread here, boys. They're pinned up behind the fucking building. Stay right of me.
Right on me, right on me, right on my buddy, right on me, right on me.
Cold-blooded.
You're down low.
Broken.
Watching our enemy.
Your teammate was sent to do that. They'll fight for a chance to read
Up high, up high.
Enemy
God
dropping into
damn
the
it.
AO.
Fucking suck, man.
Your teammate lost the fight. Now they return to base.
Switching back to a sniper.
Your teammate is able to do that. Surviving earns them redeployment.
I'm down over here.
Finishing for you. There's still people up on my building
Keep
above
your
me.
senses sharp. An enemy team is tracking your location.
I don't think he knows I'm here, so I'm gonna go up after him.
Your teammate
In the
was
gulag,
broken.
man.
They're no longer with us. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Bitches. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
You go buy me back.
Station there.
Shoot back.
You need anything from up here? They didn't have shit for. I guess they don't know where you are.
I'm pretty good.
You want to take this chopper? No, I'm good with that. Who's first?
Dude.
That's me, Bill.
Gas is
You
right
better
on
cheer
your
up,
tail.
Proof. I only need a little bit, Stu. Maybe you got a little bit. Might be a little bit here.
Enemy UAV active.
Got a gas mask. We need $100, Stu.
$0 for Steve.
$0, Stu. That doesn't help us, Stu. Ain't gonna lie. Here we go. Here's the hoping. Oh, we got it. Blue STG there on the ground. Oh yeah, I need yours. You want to double back to where we started and grab that bounty?
Yes.
I like to double back and get my guns.
I don't know
My
where
guns
those
are
were,
on the ground. I know where my guns are too.
but those
Where
teams
was?
are dead.
The guns are like
So
right here.
where's that?
Mark the destination.
There was another.
Where was the big building down
They
there?
just got the chopper. People on the roof.
They don't
Okay,
look
there you
friendly.
Bounty target is up. Take them down.
No, they're right here.
They're taking off in the chopper right now.
Mark the rally point.
Shoot. Dropping.
This is your guns.
That's it.
No, it's not my guns. Man, you joking
Car
me,
behind
man.
you. Car behind you. They're hunting. Someone's hunting
Enemy
you.
hunter's lost your trail. You're safe.
They know we're out here. Her bad.
Holy shit, dude.
Real hard to stay alive.
Right on me.
One down on the right. Hurt bad. Moving right on the light marker.
Survive to earn
Yeah,
redeployment.
it's broke.
Down.
A fight has started.
One finished.
Gone.
Get ready to tussle. You're
Moving
on.
up the hill. He's down over there. Did you finish
It'll
that?
be your turn
Yeah,
soon,
he's gone.
soldier. Just be ready.
I got another over here. The car got out.
You
He's
win this fight
last
and
guy
you
here.
return to the front line.
On
But
the
if
car?
you lose, you're done.
Disabled.
Prove you can still fight, soldier.
Where?
Car in front of us that's marked on the map to the southeast. That's the last
Alright.
guy on their team. Destroyed car. Last known blonde. He got out. That's a cluster on me.
Stand by for redeployment.
Where'd it land?
I don't know. I didn't know you were dead. The real question is, are those guys going to be...
Can't knock me down.
Alright, so they're not going to be able to get
Gas
their
is
shit.
closing in.
So they're not gonna come
Relocating
back
the
here.
safe zone.
Guys on the beat. 43 meters on the beat. Northeast.
Purple.
On blue.
Up behind the buy station.
Contract failed. Your
Watch
time
him coming
ran
around the
out.
corner, coming through that building.
42 meters.
You gotta be up high. Shit, you took the rope.
I don't see him on the beat.
Off the beat now?
Yep. I'm not taking over
Gas
there.
is right on your tail.
Right in the air.
No, on the beat, 42 to the 25. They're up
50,
higher.
50.
Nothing to it but to do it, right? 26
Mark
on
the
the
rally
beat.
point. Found a scavenger contract.
They're below us. Right below me, right here.
Mark the rally point.
Got the buyback?
I just got bought.
Enemy UAV active.
See him?
Just messing here,
Enemy
mate.
dropping into the
Engaging
AO.
shooter.
I'm still dropping in.
One down. Going for the pickup. He's broken.
Engaging shooter.
You have to go, y'all, too, man.
Shit. Yeah. He dropped money on the ground too? What a fool.
Yeah, that's why they're he's staying still.
Right here with you. Let's do this.
Mark the destination.
Going up.
We're just chilling here waiting for you guys. Why didn't they jump off?
Oh, fuck.
Not bad with it.
Stupid.
Right in front of us, jumping down from right to left. Broken. Dropping. Dead. Oh, he's down. Right side, up top, behind you. Broken.
That motherfucker.
You have any AR?
He has a lot of AR. I'm
I need
46.
it.
Count. Load up.
Get out there for guns. Oh, I'll take that Cooper. Someone dropping in
Guy
close to
dropping
us.
in.
Saturator,
Yeah.
Someone dropping
PDS.
in right on the roof, right on the roof, right on the roof.
Get to the new safe zone. Closing in.
Oh, shit. Where was that at?
He's on the roof.
Yeah, we have bad angle. We engaged him.
Oh, I had his head too.
Get up there from there, Stu.
That's a beast move. I never seen anything like it actually.
How the fuck do you do that?
Well, I
Did you
don't know.
finish him, Stu?
No, it's not up there.
I got some plates on me, but you need some plates?
No, I'm good.
How did he fucking do that?
It was crazy.
Where the fuck
He
did he
ran
go,
really
Stu?
to the side, like parallel to the roof.
No, I don't know what first drive and I don't know how it
I
does
took
it.
one look at it.
We got
There's no
72,
way.
72, 72.
Buyback, 63. Watch your right on the blue building, on top of the blue building. The gondola building.
Yeah, I didn't see that fucking little bitch.
I could use a scoop.
Two up there. They just dropped in on there. You bastard.
Dropping on me.
Dude, what? I can't fucking get a kill, man. God damn. I haven't gotten a kill all night, man.
I wish you would have right there. Ain't gonna lie.
Fucking 14
I'm in the gulag.
Got a most wanted contract here. On the enemy's tail.
Columbus Blue Jackets got Patrick Lane now too.
Who's Patrick Lane?
He played for Chicago Blackhawks. He's a pretty good hockey player.
I thought you were talking about Patrick Lane. That guy's pretty good. Think they're gonna give me the top of the hill with this? I'm staying outside circle so they give me something good. Yes. Outside circle gets close. We're going for it, boys. Let's do or die. Here it goes. That's crucial.
That'll help. Got you right.
$25 remaining.
Receiving hostile fire.
Come on back, come on back, come on back.
Bill's going back to back.
Dang it. How the fuck you know I'm in here? Well, that's not gonna help me anymore. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was something.
I'm taking fire.
Alright, Bill. You fuck either way here, man.
Sorry, boys. Sorry,
Well, I'm done.
boys.
Back me out. I'm done.
So sorry, boys. Wish I had it for us.
Listen, buddy, you can't cut them off.
Man. I didn't have a few of the same things that I had the last game, and that was like a gas mask and high ground and good positioning and a smaller lobby. Like there was only fucking, well, I guess they're about the same early.
But that shows you if you're a real fucking killer or not, you know? So, don't be the bitch.
Hey, man.
No excuses, Bill. I don't want to hear no fucking excuses.
You're right, man.
Should have had that.
You're right. What? Not good enough. Not good enough, man.
Listen, boys. Someone gotta call Bill out every now and then, you know? He's always calling us out, you know? So you gotta call him out. Just let him know, you know? Yeah, let him know.
I wish you guys responded to me like I respond to you.
You're welcome, Doc. That's why I'm doing it tonight. You know, a few beers, a little liquid courage.
I say
you know?
thank you, and you're right. You say, fucking always yelling at me, always giving me this and that, always doing this and that. Fucking tears. You give me some shit? I say, you know what? You're right. Wasn't good enough. Maybe if I had moved sooner, or tried to engage someone faster, I could have got their shit before the storm closed if I would have been a little bit more aggressive.
Not gonna be you proof.
If I just killed somebody one time tonight, you know.
What do you mean you got 4 kills? You got no kills, Doc. You got 0.
He said, he's talking about himself, Stu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't really say shit. I can't really say shit if I don't get a kill. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much on hush mouth.
Yeah, you can.
No, Bruce, right. Stu, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Get a kill proof going.
You got some damage, Doc.
You're gonna win this game for us, right here.
You got some damage, Doc. You shot your weapon.
I did shoot the weapon.
You shot your weapon. That's all. You know what I mean? You can't really say much because you ain't got a kill, Doc. But you know what? If you did not shoot your weapon,
1,500 damage, but no kills.
No, it's like 700 or 800.
No, I had 1,400. 1,500, yeah.
Oh, it's 15. Okay, no, I didn't know. Last time I seen it was like 15. Like 7 or 8. I think it was 8 more, like on 8. So you know what I mean? So we nothing can say you know what I mean? You shot your weapon. Like you got 1,500 damage, no kills, Doc. Like no one can shit on you. You shot your weapon, and the game didn't just want to give you nothing. That's it. It's life.
I think Stu comes in and steals my kills. He swipes in and gets the last touch on them.
Blame it all on me, Doc.
He did come in and take one of mine like that on the hill. The guy that was shooting him, he's like, oh, behind me, and I fucking started saving his ass, and then he comes up and snags the fucking kill, and I look at the screen, and I'm still stuck on the same kills, and I'm like, oh, they gave it to Stu. Those motherfuckers.
Well, at least I shot my weapon.
Yeah. Slid in for the thievery.
It's not like I try it, you know. It's not purposely. There's no purpose to the slavery. If y'all tell me a direction and I see a body, I might go on and shooting. You know? So, if I get the kill, I get the kill.
He said, you know?
You know? If you know, and you don't know, nigga. I think one of my friends is gonna have a Mexican baby, boys.
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
Is it a girl or a boy? Friend.
Okay. So I got a couple of stories, okay?
Into the area.
Here we go.
Watch the skies.
Here we go. I forgot to tell you this, but it's nice because you're all on. So, you know, I got 2 good friends. One's a girl, one's a female, right? So, they got a fish plant. One's a male, one's a female.
And one's a female.
Okay.
I don't understand why you don't get
That's what you said, Stu.
One's a male, one's a female. Okay, so I got 2 good friends. One's a man, one's a female. So you know, they're working at the fish plant, and this fish plant got some Mexicans hard on, you know. So it's all right. They're all hanging out.
Training's
So
over.
It was only a couple weeks ago we went to the bar. And my friends aren't like, they're not the brightest. They're kind of like dunce. So I was there and they were like, oh, the Mexicans. Oh yeah, the Mexicans. It's like, yeah, they're Mexican. Like, you know, like, you can still talk to them. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, man, like, translator, Google. Look. And then, like, that was a game changer.
Mark a drop point for your team.
So that night they all end up hooking up. My two friends with two of the Mexicans. So now this is where it gets real funky. The last weekend, my friend, that's the girl, got with the male Mexican. The next day, she had fucking pus coming out of her connie and a pus in her throat. Oh yeah, and she tried to tell me it was strep throat.
Think about mine. But we can go to Beak if you want to, man. It's just pretty late.
That bitch tried to say she had fucking strep throat, dog.
Target on sight.
I'm on the shooter.
That bitch got the... No, that bitch got the goddamn fucking clap or something, dog. Like, I know it's embarrassing, but she lied to the doctors. She didn't tell them exactly what was wrong. But I think the doctors knew because they gave her a strong penicillin.
Enemy UAV active.
You fucked the Mexican.
Yeah, she got chlamydia.
That's what I think, right? That's what I said. She got the clap.
Man, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
Only because of Google Translate. Oh, this motherfucking people.
Hunt the
You
enemy.
know, it's funny. We heard this story already. We heard it the night it happened. We heard it the day after it happened.
No, this is a different story, dog.
But we didn't hear about the
No, this is what I'm saying.
chlamydia time.
This,
I got a guy below me.
It happened again.
Yeah.
It didn't happen the first time because she used protection. It's the second time. It happened last weekend. It was the second time, bro. I didn't know about it till tonight.
Let him take the condom
It's the
off.
second time it happened. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it happened the first time that I told you knew that they screwed the Mexicans.
Headed your way.
But this is the second time she screwed the Mexicans. And now she got fucking clapped or something.
Is she hot?
Gas is inbound. Precision airstrike nest.
Well, she's one of my good friends.
Everything's down here.
She's alright. But she's dumb as rocks, dog. Like, that's the thing. Like, she's
and you get to redeploy.
like, she really is like if you were with her, like, she'd be the perfect housewife for like cleaning and shit, because she got like OCD for cleaning and shit. Or like when it comes to common sense,
Now they return to base.
like, dog, like, no, like, your fucking shoe got more common sense
Time
than
for a
her.
fight. Taunting is an effective way to mess with the enemy's head.
No way. What a fucking what bullshit, man. Fix your fucking game. Damn, man.
No, Bill, it's your fault.
How about when you get your loadout and it fucking goes retard screen and flips you around 180 and has that little pause in the menus that just enter like
Eyes
a
up,
cutscene?
soldier. Your
I've
turn.
never had
Fucking
that.
ridiculous. You don't get that every time you get a loadout?
No.
Every time I get a loadout, that shit happens.
Fight your way out and you return to the front line. Lose and you're finished. Prove
Left.
you can still fight,
Tunnel.
soldier. Return to base.
Full still shooting me flat.
Your team can pay for your release if they can afford it.
Stupid bitch. thought I was gonna wrap around. What a stupid little bitch.
Found a scavenger contract.
Gonna bring me down there towards you anyway. Might as well get some money. Oh yeah. What? What's a buy station situation? Anybody want to mark one?
Mark the aid station.
Ain't me.
Tactical nuke inbound.
Okay, so I have a choice. I can go get it now and get all the money for both of you, or I can get you back and you could try to get it before you get in. What do you want?
Okay.
You gonna try to get it before it fucking explodes?
Nope. Probably try to get it.
What a waste of my time, though, if you try to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Marking vendor.
That's not a waste of my time. I'm gonna hit the jump off and come right back. In trouble?
Enemy dropping into the AO. Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Dropped a Deddy over here. There's some ammo.
Tag the field upgrade.
Can we? Yeah, probably. Nobody. Okay, so where y'all are going? I mean, the enemy was there.
Gas is right on your tail.
People dropping in on it right now.
I'm as ready as ever.
Somebody dropped in like right over here, right over
They don't
here.
look so friendly. Enemy's really moving here.
I just ran. I'm in the sewers.
Nebula 5 bomb zone has faded. Area is clear.
There's a truck up here.
Am I sniping up here, up top?
Getting up, go to the jump.
Oh,
probably.
fuck me. Yep, I'm dead.
Oh shit, he went up there.
God damn it. Oh, I was fucking, I jumped.
Guy up there.
They don't look friendly.
I'm done.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Enemy radar jammer in your area.
Get behind the shield.
go by? Preferably not having to go backward. Yep.
Forget I said anything.
That might be a terrible one to go to. Getting out.
Aid station there.
We're already close.
Aid station there.
They're across the way over there to the left. Want to push into a house or something?
Yeah.
Mark the destination.
Kind of regroup for a second. Try to get him some guns and some plates.
Someone grab that armor. Submachine gun up for grabs.
There's someone dropping into the 250.
Tag the field upgrade. You got gas. Safe zone relocated. Someone grab that armor.
Got boxes in the next building over as well. It's been hit. It must be respawn boxes. Nope, they just didn't hit the upstairs. There's a plate box up top.
Someone grab that armor.
Gas mask right here.
Who needs a gas mask?
Slack that
There's some
armor.
boxes.
Uranium_bong just followed.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Thanks for the follow, uranium_bong.
Enemy
Drop it in
soldiers
right on it.
nearby.
Okay. Is he outside? Yeah, he's inside.
Inside.
Look right side.
Outside.
Solo.
I only saw one.
One on the beat, running.
Selfie too.
Running.
One dropping in far up
They
there.
don't look friendly. Watching our enemy.
Field here, broken.
Watching our enemy.
Oh, there's knoll
Watching our enemy.
and to the left.
No visual. No, yeah, moving left, going blue house right now
Enemy's
behind it.
really moving
This one
here.
behind it. Right there to
Ignore
be
that last
specific.
one.
Oh, fuck.
Another one to the
Check
left.
watch.
This other blue house.
Enemy's really moving here.
Proof, yeah, we're gonna need these guys. You got one to the left of your house?
Watching
Oh,
our
yeah, yeah.
enemy.
There. Saw two there.
I'm gonna push up to the gazebo.
Alright.
Down.
Oh shit. There's boxes under the gazebo.
Buddy just looted him. Behind that.
Watching our enemy.
Okay.
Running away.
Did you get him? Which one did you get? The other blue?
No, same place. Two there running away now.
Left, right, okay. Copy that. You got high ground.
I need ammo. I have a box.
May as well if you need it.
I'll do it, so I don't have enough to...
Snack that armor.
You ran away.
Watching our enemy.
Did you loot that guy you killed?
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is
Mostly.
closing in.
Mostly up above.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Enemy dropping in. Y'all see a good AR, that'd be much
I mean, there's a blue Nikita right
Don't
there.
forget I said anything.
It's not good. Yeah, come by one
out
of
of
them.
the circle here. I think we have time. Someone
Somebody just got bought back there.
Yeah.
Nothing on the beat.
See him? See one?
Yeah, he's over here too.
On the enemy pit.
On top.
We're engaged.
God damn it.
Broken.
Down.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Dropping in, enemy.
Richard.
Other direction. 166 in the house in the window.
Building, in the building. Down the... I went down.
Moving in on his backside. He's coming in from deeper.
One to the left.
Pushing up on this down in the window.
To our left.
Still got another one deeper. Yeah, I don't need my money for it. Go ahead.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Oh, right on me.
Shooting at me.
Gotta shoot.
They spotted us.
He's behind you. Cruise northwest.
Any body.
Use it.
I'm using it. Oh my god.
Where's this fucking buy station at? Fuck, a different guy got me. Two different teams there. Damn. That's not what you want to see when you look at it.
Fly, you dropping there, bro?
No.
Yeah, he is. He wasted the whole life that I gave up. Wasted it.
There's another guy right on me here.
Loadout drop inbound.
Don't think about.
Can I drop on you and pick you up or no?
Right on me on the
close.
other side of this rock here. He hasn't
The
seen me.
southeast. He doesn't know if flies
I'm
there.
getting ripped from fucking there. Load out there. He's getting
I should
ripped
try to
by
scoot in.
someone. Oh, here we go. He's gone.
They just finished him.
Only 25 remain.
I'm done.
24 remain.
I'm done.
The enemy won this battle, but we'll be back to finish the war.
Oh man, I'm done.
Airstrike. You are cleared hot.
Not even warmed up.
I'm done.
GG. Bye.
Is he out? Proof, you there? I didn't say one word about it. Well, maybe I
like
did.
that sometimes.
Does it?
I'm 0.
Does it?
Like when one guy has 3,000, one guy has 0. That's like it's hard to picture how that happened.
Considering the only thing I saw of him was him die there at the end when I said, no, turn around, Proof, the other way. He was looking at me, aiming down his sight. When you died over there by the bus station, by the loadout.
He was looking for Patrick Lane.
He was looking the complete other way. He's like, I said, I'm like, no, I just don't know what you're doing sometimes, like, but you don't. And that's okay, and that's fun, you know, because it's fun, but you gotta embrace the suck, right? If you're having a bad game like that, you gotta embrace that shit. Self-deprecating humor is best. Makes it a little easier to deal with.
Yeah, let's focus on it. Let's think about it. Let's see what we could do better.
Let's just figure out why we did so bad. How the fuck? What did the Blue Jays eat? Like, did they eat all of the HGH?
The craziest thing is like the team will put up 30 runs and no one will have more than 6 RBIs. It's like a law of physics. No one gets more than 6 RBIs.
But like, what did they eat for fucking all? Did they get snubbed on the All-Star break? Do they think?
What did the Red Sox do before the game?
I mean, that was Uvalde.
Yeah, that was
The guy that is their ace, really, but was coming off of fucking. Well, no, this is his second start. He started against the Yankees off of IR.
They scored 5 runs. They had like a bunch of guy hit 2 home runs. He was like.
And he only gave up 7, I think, but it was in 2 innings. Let's go with the CERN update ghost particle. They knew all along. Short.
This mysterious particle.
The ghost.
New particle pops into existence and could rewrite the laws of reality.
George Wheatlin, a German theorist, says it's something being looked into at the moment. He says this does not exclude the possibility that such a signal could actually exist. On the contrary, it would be even more exciting if a signal were observed that does not seem to fit into our present models. While more experiments are still in the works, it's a possibility this ghost particle could be a new discovery. Senior scientists will be discussing their work publicly on Thursday about the undiscovered bugs. Scientists say if this discovery is confirmed by Atlas, it will be considered real and possibly something completely revolutionary. That includes this mysterious particle.
Girl, you walk like you on crack. You show me love when I'm...
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Interesting.
Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an
About 25 dollars. Mandela Effect Part 2. Are we in an alternate universe? If you don't know what the Mandela...
Everybody wants to talk about the Mandela Effect, man.
song Shake It Off was about how I shed my skin every 1,000 years. And the song Bad Blood was about how I drink blood out of my grandma's.
Save some blood for Paul Rudd.
The song Shake It Off was about how I shed...
Behind the big wallet. Is it possible you can go into a portal, but you can't come back?
It's a big risk. Just like astronauts take the risk to go into space, it's no different. All my friends, colleagues, all passed away.
All of them.
All of them.
You're the only one left.
Correct.
How do you feel about that?
It's hard. They were my friends. They said they had a glitch with the actual portal technology that we had designed, and as they were coming back, it killed them.
Is it possible you can go...
Your contractor's telling you can't do large format tile on the shower floor. It's either...
Name something you might hurt your... What is the story behind all right?
I'm sitting...
Japan is the country with the highest life expectancy.
I've never used a crochet kit like this before.
When you're done eating chicken, don't throw out the bones. Instead, we want to do is boil them in a pot.
No.
Hey, Steve. Let's check out. The driver got the fatal headshot on Jamin King. Watch this piece of shit right here. Look back a couple of times and you're gonna see a gun come over shoulder. Watch it, there it is. Gun, head, boom. George H.W. Bush was the CIA director at the time that carried this out.
I got another new Mandela effect, and this one is messing with my mind hard. When you think of King Tut, what is the image that you think of? It's on his headdress. Because for me, what I remember, King Tut always had one snake on his headdress. Let me pull up a picture for you, okay? This is King Tut, okay?
Yeah, I've never seen the thing in front of it.
Is that beside the snake? It's a fucking turkey. Just kidding, it's not actually a turkey. Apparently it's a vulture. I just saw another TikTok that brought this up, and as I'm watching...
I was challenged to get to 1,000 wins of Warzone in 3 days by this professional Call of Duty team, and we got to 1,000 in 2. He's down. He's down. I shot him out of the truck. Oh, let's go! That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It's not regular, it's rebirth.
We are now officially a part of the Minnesota Rocker. Here's the loadouts we used to get the dubs. Follow. Come along for the journey.
I wish they wouldn't play this gay ass music, man. Like, this is a cool looking video. This dude cut this potato all wild and he's able to finesse it out, make it look like a giant corn cob. This potato, the way he cut it and it came out. Now he's coating it with this. Yeah, I turned that off because. What is he putting on there? I don't know what that orange shit is. The implication is that it's kind of spicy, I think. Oh, and then he fries it? That's a batter. Oh, shit, that's some wild-ass fucking french fry spiral.
Biblical artifacts. Here we go. One of the most debated artifacts of all time in history is the Shroud of Turin. Some believe this is actually the shroud of Jesus Christ himself. It is said that this ancient shroud bears the blood and the imprint of a man many to believe of Jesus Christ himself. Scientists from the 1980s got their hands on the shroud and actually did some radiocarbon dating. But scientists, unbelievably incredible.
Man, one of these things, the good ones are always so short. And the bullshit ones are always so long, man. Like,
Maybe it's a Hawaii thing, but you take one corner in, and then you pull the other corner over, so it's kind of thin like that, and then you just keep going down about halfway, and then you flip it through, and it's nice and tight. This is how we do.
There's a line here that's at the heart of all the others. When a long train of abuses, usurpation.
You've been focused on CERN while LZ has been running since.
Up until recently, most of you didn't even know what CERN was. So, did you know about LZ or even LIGO? LIGO is a laser that is operated by Caltech. This was a multi-billion-dollar project that was created in order to detect gravitational waves. Scientists believed the minute they turned it on, it would detect them, but it took years. Some would argue this experiment actually disproves some of Einstein's beliefs. That was until it allegedly picked something up. It's claimed that it picked up the merger of two black holes. These black holes were 1.3 billion light years away. And she's right, we also have the Luz Zeppelin experiment. This one's ran by another school, Berkeley. And Berkeley was one of the first schools to have a particle collider. The fact that dark matter cannot be observed may mean that it lives in a separate dimension than us. They plan on collecting 20 times more data in the coming years, and they're just getting started with this one. It's wild, we have all this money for these experiments, but can't pay a fair wage.
You've been focused.
I'm gonna give you the basics. Strictly sorcery 101. Put on the ring.
That has been sitting in some hot oil. Now, why am I doing that? Well, we're gonna make some fried pancakes. All right, so lift up out of the pancake batter. We're gonna go right back into the hot oil.
That was a top save. I can't believe that didn't go in.
Flip it, and you'll start getting these cool little bubbles. Now, once you get this kind of brown coloring, lift up, drain off, and we're going right back into the pancake batter. Once you're there, lift up, let it drip off a little bit, and guess what? We're right back into the hot oil. If you get little nuggets around, those will be good to eat a little bit later. Golden brown, so I'm going to take out. We're going to go right back to that towel. I'm going to tap twice, get some excess oil off. Then we're going to go to our stem. Take a spatula or you can use a fork. And what you're going to do, you're going to hit on the sides just to make sure that we're good to go. And so it'll slide off easily. If you need, what I'm doing is just making them slide off. Well, there it goes. See how we have that pocket there? Is that not awesome? So I'm going to take some pecans. I'm going to put it right on my grill that has been sitting in some hot oil.
oh, that's cool. He's gonna stuff the pancakes and stuff. That's a great idea.
My number one beauty secret right here. So I don't know about.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have had much of the ball and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
Oh, great attacking play. He's in with a chance. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away.
Why does the pin have to be?
That is way fish.
The white is the
It's
clip.
going to get even prettier when he pulls his beard out. Beard is going to kind of do a similar thing, but in the opposite direction.
What a good goal.
All the way over to this corner. Nice, 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 nice. Very slow. Keep it nice and slow. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Defensive
I
efficiency
mean,
personified.
You want some figures? Okay, latest water test. Tested the rain. 13,100 micrograms per liter of aluminum in the rain in 2016. Normally, it should be zero.
And the keeper,
So 13,100 is pretty damn much, folks. It used to be zero. Then it was 100s in the 2000s. And then since 2010, it's into the 1000s and the latest 13,100. In the snow on Mount Shasta, pristine Mount Shasta, 61,000 feet. No, excuse me, 8,000 foot level, 61,000 micrograms per liter. 4 times the amount that is found in the soil up there. Where in the hell is this stuff coming from if it's not coming from the soil? You know, these tests are international. It's cool. We're seeing this all over the world. Okay, pH of acid soils is 20 times more alkaline.
Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and I think it's fair to say they're enjoying this away day. Stuart, what have you made of what you've seen?
Well, when they play like this, they're such a good team to watch. Their passing, movement, and finishing have been of the
I was in interim, back and forth from surgery.
Michael Jackson is alive today. People believe Michael faked his death. After his death, a man named Dave came out to talk about his relationship with Michael. Just look at their eyes. Dave has bad scarring for being burnt in 1983. Conveniently, Michael Jackson was also burnt in 1984. Now listen to Dave's voice.
I was in interim, back and forth from surgery.
Michael Jackson is alive today. People believe Michael faked
funny.
This is the corksicle whiskey wedge glass that creates a...
TikTok made me buy it, part 1.
Hey, do you still have that shower head?
And I wanted to see if it would actually help my sad shower head.
And?
The worst water pressure ever. So I
Good.
changed it up to this good guy. I also didn't realize how
Does it have the balls in it? Yeah, the water goes through the balls and stuff and gets filtered through and stuff.
No, she's got like a regular filter in the shaft.
Yeah, you're right. He
Oh.
wants to impose himself on this guy.
And it lights up?
He just hasn't done enough to
There's
get
no
away
light
from his marker so
like
far.
that.
Unless that changes,
Oh.
they're going to struggle to turn this one around.
Some of them have lights, like a little motor that the water powers.
Yeah. These fools put a T-bone in the pan and cut a square in the middle of the T-bone and put an egg in that bitch, and now they surrounded it with ramen noodles without the seasoning and eggs on all sides. They're pouring water in, but only watering the ramen. This fucking music, man. Only ramen. And now salting the meat. Okay. Crazy. There's a crazy amount of salt, and now they're boiling it. That's disgusting. Oh, and now they're putting bacon on top of the lid. What was that for? That's so stupid. Some of these things these people do are fucking dumb.
Johnny Russell, Jay Adams. Benton. Thomas.
An automatic pizza maker.
Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Ryan Thomas. Sharpreet Singh.
You get shit for cheese.
Good tackle.
Oh, this fool's gonna drop little pepperonis on it.
McGinn. Giving the ball away. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Looking attack.
What do you think about when you see the other planet while you're looking at the sun? And the moon, you can see it too. But you see the other sun. You never ever see just the other sun?
No.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end. You still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
No, but it's wild how bright the sun is.
want anybody living on it. Underway again. This game very much over as a contest.
We're about to, well, something big's about to have to happen, man.
Andrew Robertson. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side.
Right out.
Well, great read there to intercept.
Oh my God!
Maintaining possession proving difficult. Danger here as he runs at them.
Right out.
Will it be? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick.
Oh my
Excellent in finishing there from
Harlody Sue. Said by followers, crimes and viewers on NYSTRN.stream.
He was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
My goodness, it's so one-sided.
Is that barbacoa? It's like a giant barbacoa tostada. Oh yeah, I got the pico. Oh, you know you go stack it. Oh, okay. It's actually cheese, not tostada. That's fantastic. Oh, what a pizza. A double crusted fucking pizza. Crust on the top, crust on the bottom. A Berea pizza.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
There is an absolute connection between the money behind CERN and the Rockefeller family. We know CERN is looking for something. They have said publicly that they are looking for the dark universe.
These people that make these videos, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, man.
In my opinion, I believe the term dark universe might be a cloaked phrase with an alternative meaning. According to CERN, it is believed that the universe is mapped out like a cosmic tree. The universe is shaped like a tree, and much of that tree is made up of dark matter. The butts of the tree are lit up as light matter.
The researchers here are looking for what they call dark matter, thought of as a cosmic tree, which our galaxies show in pink, grew like blossoms. So how long before they discover the first hard evidence for it?
CERN is trying to discover the
Part 2.
So stupid.
On the 28th of June 2000, teenager climbed the first steps to collect his cap from the right. As he received his cap, he didn't realize that Six Flags was approaching at 40 miles per hour mark. The coaster hit the 17-year-old boy who was decapitated in the process. On July 19th, 2013, a 52-year-old woman felt her safety bar was not secure enough on the Texas Giant roller coaster. The woman demanded that the safety bar was checked again, but the ride operator was sure it was secure. As the roller coaster went down the hill, the bar lifted, and the 52-year-old woman fell 150 feet to her death. On the 25th October 2013, people were queuing for a ride on the Vortex in North Carolina. As the ride came to a stop, the safety bars came up. The ride suddenly started again, causing people to fall from a height of 30 feet. 5 people were injured, 2 people seriously injured, and 3 injured. All 5 people went. On the 28th of
Crazy.
Oh
Mention the Palladians as being gatekeepers to the fifth dimension.
You can actually slingshot across the universe by going through wormholes. We don't want some of the real nasty ones coming in here. The Greys, the Reptilians, they're not on our side. Whereas the Pleiadians and the Syrians are.
What is the interest in humans?
They're trying to help us grow as a soul so that we can join the Federation.
You mentioned the Palladians as being gatekeepers.
What do you think about that?
Mention the Palladians as being gatekeepers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Sounds like World of Warcraft.
And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. They did have the ball, but not anymore. John McGinn. Can they hit on the break? And he's in. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well done, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge.
Oh, great attacking play.
All around there. Instantly feel cold air coming out of that. You're going to put it right into, so now you're going to put it underneath your bed sheets. You're just going to slide it in. You're going to have cold air throughout your bed.
That's not a bad idea. Dude took a nightstand, drilled a 2.5 inch hole in the side of the hole saw bit, took a small igloo cooler, used his rotary saw, his Sonicrafter, and cut a hole in the top. Fastened a small fan to the top of the igloo top. Put a bag of ice inside the igloo, cut a hole in the side of the igloo the same size as the hole in the wall. Put a tube into it, and covered that tube with those floaties you can put in the pool, and ran that tube up under his sheet, and it pumps cold air under your sheets. There's an item that does this that you can buy, and it's like fucking $980. This dude did it for fucking a bag of ice in his time.
Well, your canine bite me if I get too close. Let's find out what it takes.
Pull-apart pizza is one of my most
It's a
popular
huge-ass
and
pizza.
delicious cut-to-carb creations. I mean, who doesn't love pizza and finger foods? Lay one cut-to-carb flatbread out on a cutting board horizontally and add on some pizza sauce, shredded mozzarella cheese, and your favorite pizza toppings. Cut a little hole into the end of your sausage and then squeeze out small chunks. This is one of my favorite hacks. I used the entire tube of sausage, but I did have some left over and I saved it for another day. I added some sausage on my flatbread along with oregano, parsley, and red pepper flakes, and then I rolled it up tightly. Cut it into 8 even slices, and then repeat this step 3 more times. I decided to pick some banana peppers from my garden and add them to a couple rolls. Now place your pieces upright in a greased springform pan like so. Spread on a few spoonfuls of pizza sauce and then sprinkle on some freshly shredded mozzarella cheese and some mini pepperonis. I also sprinkled on some more oregano and parsley. Bake it at 375 for 15 to 20 minutes. This was absolutely delicious and my family loves it. Pull-apart
not a
pizza
bad
is one of my
thing.
most popular and delicious cut-to-carb creations. I mean, who doesn't love pizza and finger foods?
The wedding car sent by my mother-in-law. The wedding car...
shit was badass, dude. I'll put that on the Discord. This is the Apprentice's first kitchen drain. What the fuck is that in the back? Is that a clean out on its side? Or is that like a tube for the dishwasher? That's gonna be a dishwasher nipple? What's that? I'm not sure what's going on here, man. Like, first of all, those basket strainers that y'all are using are fucking whack. Gray plastic. Right into a fucking trap adapter. Hard piped in. Oof. A Y on his side like that? It's crazy.
Yeah, so I guess in his defense, the piece he used on the right was just a piece, you know, he didn't cut it. So it's like
Was the what?
higher on the right. It's like way higher on the right.
Yeah.
I was like, this is retarded. Do that. And I always cut the tail pieces so I can raise up that
And
part.
welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe.
Do you go straight? Like, why is your basket strainer so shitty?
Those are common low-end baskets.
Oh.
You don't have like a inch-and-a-half little thing with a gasket that screws on and it's like trap adapter on there?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got
No, we go tubular the whole way. It's brass brass basket strainers, and then we're going to a brass nut on the basket strainer, and then from that it goes to white tubular, and we're going end outlet waste on that, and I'm cutting the dishwasher tee into the vertical.
A lot of times you got a room. Here it was really low.
This is forever. Yeah. Oh, but you put it flat like that?
No, he put it so weird thing.
You gotta have something there to help out. Otherwise, it's gonna backfill the fucking line the whole time. I know you got pressure pushing it, which is the only thing helping them, but...
The other thing he does, you can't really see in the picture too much, but it's pieces he cut around the Y in the middle. They're like forcing both pieces, both strainers like outward, you know?
Oh, he needed to cut like a millimeter off on each side. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem later.
Playing it short.
Earlier than it should.
And still trying to get the shot off.
Yeah, earlier than it should. If it was gonna leak in 10, it'll leak in like 8.
I don't know. Are you talking about those brass ones with the nuts and the little white gaskets?
Yeah, the white gasket inside, clear gasket that goes inside. Put a flange tailpiece on it. Yeah, you can get the tube. Well, we get the tubular dishwasher tees that have that nipple already in the white plastic tubular, and everything's clean white plastic with usually blue washers or red washers. But then again, we don't use ABS for anything. You can't even find it here. But you use ABS for everything, because even your drain lines freeze, which is crazy as hell.
Short corner taken.
You crazy as hell.
Can he open the door to a potential goal? Giving the ball away.
Yeah, I'm definitely done. I thought I was going to come back, but I'm done. I know you do.
Dangerous looking attack.
I gotta work again all day tomorrow. But I'm gonna wrap things up here, I think. So that's nice. So we get paid next week. I'm gonna charge the shit out of them.
Cuts it back. How far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Lovely ball over the top. That is a tackle and a half. It's a neat move.
Man, you have to cut one Laker from this list.
Might really be able to trouble them here. Clean challenge.
You have to cut one.
Not to be advised,
LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Wilt, Kareem.
Good defending to stop.
Jerry West didn't even make this list.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And it's a quality pass. Can they square the game?
Yeah, it's got to be Wilt. I know he scored 100, but he didn't play against nobody. At least Kareem played against people. Kareem was on the down slope when he came to LA, but what's this Jew talk about?
Shocking event took place last night. So last night was the premiere of the much-awaited documentary.
Cyber attack. Yeah, that's old.
He's going to be disappointed with that pass. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. McGregor. It looks promising. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point. And momentum is with them.
Scott Boras and Juan Soto pretty upset at the Nationals in Major League Baseball. Juan Soto had to fly on a commercial flight and wait in an airport for 2 hours to get here at 1:30 in the morning, only to then have to compete the same day in the home run derby. That's something that Major League Baseball did not take care of, and that's something that the Washington Nationals did not take care of. He gone. How about Patty Pimblett's celebration? Did you see that? What one is he said? I'm going to teabag him. I'm going to squat as close to his head as possible without the ref shouting at me. Just squat up and down like I am on Modern Warfare 2. And the other guy tried to twerk on him on weigh-ins. So they asked him about it, and so after the fight, Patty choked him out, and when he got up, he twerked on him.
Unable to get himself back onside here. Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Are you a dad? Papa! Bro, I got you. Bro. I got a book written down. It's got a little blood, little tears on there, but it's a handwritten book that's step by step for you, bro. I got you. Get your
COVID variant known as the Ninja is spreading in Europe and humans as well. It could be the most dangerous
The
one that we've seen
Ninja.
yet, appearing to be
This will scare him. Kids taking our shot.
antibodies and be more contagious.
Oh my
And
goodness.
New York City officials are now recommending that all New Yorkers wear high-quality face masks.
The World Health Organization said monkeypox is a epidemic now. Apparently, only men can get it.
Voted not to, but then they got overruled by the leader or whatever.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a gay disease spreads by gay sex.
They said that 95% of the people who had monkeypox in New York were males. And the other 5%, they were unsure, listed as unsure, because they were trannies. Men pretended to be women, so it was like 100% male.
People involved in crazy piss orgies that you just can't even imagine. You didn't see that thread on Twitter that was going around?
The what?
There's this thread on Twitter going around of this dude who like fucked 20 guys like 2 weekends in a row and got pissed on and went to piss orgies. And it's just written so matter-of-factly, it's like hilarious. But he like got monkeypox. Here's.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Chandler. Well, can they be creative from here? And players waiting at the far post. And the problem not completely solved. And they can't quite take advantage in the end. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Real defensive commitment there. McGregor. Is it going to be? That is a tackle and a half. Going well. McKennie. A very timely interception. McGregor. Chance here. And a fantastic diving save. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Short corner it is. Turning inside, where's he going to go? Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Weston McKennie. Nagby. McKennie. And he's made headway. Well, high and more than a bit hopeful. And they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
Man, we're going after Josh Bell like that, and Yuli's our starting first baseman. He's had a bad year this year, but he was fucking batting champion last year, man.
Old.
He is old, though. Yeah, he's almost my age, and that's ancient in baseball.
Oh, no stopping him. A chance to whip it in.
Also going to get out for, looking out for Luis Castillo from the Reds. The Astros are trying to get him too. Which is wild because McCullers is coming back. And when McCullers comes back, we'll have to do something about the starters. Because we got Verlander, Urquidy, Javier, Garcia, Framber Valdez, and Odorizzi is 6. And I keep 5 starters and 4 for the playoffs. So that'd be interesting to see how they do that. I know Javier's a good reliever, and we should keep him ready to throw at all times. Like if our starter gives up a few bad innings, we can put him in for like 3 to 4 innings of relief to get us out. I don't know, that's tough for him as a pitcher to be on call every night.
And they will make the change now. He's given us away.
We don't have a good bullpen.
But me, yeah, Stripling, yeah, Stripling's not, yeah. And we were even talking last night, me, Proof, and Reed were talking last night about, potentially McCullers moving to the closer position. Since he's injury prone, and all he does is throw breaking balls, why not have him go in for 1 inning at a time? You get the most bang for your buck out of him. Yeah.
They've won the ball back quickly. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Late drama here, and no wonder they're celebrating. Ramon. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. And they're on the front foot, looking for a winner.
His changeup is 94.
Damn. That's too fast.
And the final whistle at the end of the game.
His average fastball is 94.2.
Those were on 99, 98, you know?
Yeah.
But he's a good mid reliever. Like, you only have 4 starters in the playoffs, and you have a bunch of guys who they can go 3.
Yeah, I mean, you move Odorizzi and McCullers to the bullpen and keep everything the same. With Valdez, Garcia, Urquidy, Javier, Verlander, start. And when the playoffs start. Yeah, I think you moved Urquidy to the... Oh, really? That's what I think about you. Somebody made a meme of a toy Joe Biden. It says batteries not included. Warning, this item contains socialism. The Sleepy Joe action figure. It says, put batteries in it and it'll shit himself.
Remember when he farted?
Remember when he shit himself at Buckingham Palace and had to disappear for 5 hours until they got him close?
Right.
And everyone was like, wait, the President of the United States is still here? Wasn't our meeting 5 hours ago? Yeah, he's just leaving. He had to get some new pants. He shit himself. Tried out for the Astros and was told, don't come back. You're not good enough to play. Came back anyway and got a $15,000 a year deal. Won the World Series and AL MVP. Got a 5-year, $150 million extension. Altuve. That's kind of cool. Told him, you're too small, don't come back. This bitch is on the bus with no one around her, wearing a mask, reading the book 1984, and the caption says, how far into the book will she get before she wakes up and removes her mask? Yeah, we're going to share that one. That's worth a share right there.
The watermelon's too big. She goes, how do you know? I go, people, there was another woman behind me in line. She had a watermelon. I look back and I go, hey, the watermelon's too big. She goes, how do you know? I go, because I'm looking at it. It's too big. She goes, you don't even know how many people it's for. I go, how many people is it for? She goes, 8. I go, yeah, it's too big. I go, you're going to get home, you're going to have it, you're going to quarter, you're going to cut up a quarter. You're like, oh, look, that's enough for everybody. Now you're stuck with 3/4 of a watermelon. Maybe tomorrow you'll have that other quarter, but now you're stuck with a half a watermelon. Nobody's eating watermelon 3 days in a row. She was so mad at me. She goes, oh, yeah? Well, 2 days ago, my husband ate an entire pineapple. I go, he ate an entire pineapple. She goes, yeah, he did. And I go, you gotta go get another watermelon. Mine says sucking back pineapples. You gonna roll in with this?
Dude, fucking pineapple.
He's crushing. Oh,
Come right here. Get down, dog. Nah, there's no 270 pounds, homie. You spoke up on me. Now for one-on-one, dog. No one's jumping. No one's jumping in. One-on-one. Me and you right now. One-on-one, dog. One-on-one, dog. You're 270. Oh, so you got a little thing in your hand? What you want to do? You're 270. Oh, okay. So you got a weapon now? What you want to do, bully? Bully, okay, dog. 270. One-on-one. Man-to-man, dog. Look it. Man-to-man. Spoke up on me. Look, I spoke the truth. Yeah, so... Yeah, so man-to-man, dog. Hey, dog, no one needs to jump in, dog. Own up to what you said, dog. Own up to what you said, dog. And throw hands, homie. Put it right there, homie. Own up to what you said and throw hands, dog. Homie. Own up to what you said and throw hands, homie. This is what you gonna get right here. Yeah, see, dog, coward, homie. It don't matter, dog. This is the street.
damn. Rolled up on that fool. He's talking shit, and the dude that was talking shit pulls a knife out. Says you're too big.
Why don't you guys get in your van then and get out of here? No, we're okay, thank you.
This salesman confronts a group of...
If you Google the craziest war story of all time, the story I'm going to tell today always pops up as the #1. Born in South Texas in 1934,
Yeah.
Roy Benavides
You knew that already, though.
was a young child and sent to live with his uncle. When he turned 18, he decided he wanted to get away from his hometown, so he enlisted in the Army and then was assigned to the very famous 82nd Airborne Division. In October of 1964, Roy was a part of the first 125,000 Americans sent to Vietnam. While on a classified operation that required Roy to dress up as an enemy combatant, he stepped on a landmine in the middle of the jungle and nobody else was with him, so he was totally stranded. Unfortunately, a squad of U.S. Marines came upon him, but from what he was wearing, they assumed he was a soldier. Someone thought
thought to just flip him over and see who he was, and they discovered he was American, and he had American dog tags on. And so he was evacuated from Vietnam and sent to an American hospital, and there a doctor would tell him that he had a serious spinal injury and that it was unlikely he would ever walk again. And Roy's first reaction was, please don't discharge me from the Army, because for Roy, the Army was his life, and he desperately wanted to go back to Vietnam. And so he pleaded with the doctors and the nurses, please let me have some time to try to regain my strength in my legs. And so they said, look, you're going to get medically retired if you aren't walking within a year. And so every night when his doctors and nurses would leave, he would fall out of his bed and then drag himself across the ground to the wall, and then he'd pull himself up and try to put weight on his legs and attempt to build strength back up and retrain himself how to walk. And after 6 months of doing this every night, he did literally reteach himself how to walk, and his doctors and nurses, they're watching this transformation during the day, but they're not seeing him at night, and they're telling him, this is a miracle, we've never seen someone recover so quickly. And Roy just stayed quiet because he wanted to make sure he was allowed to keep doing that every night. After those 6 months, his doctors and nurses agreed that, yep, he's good, he can stay in the Army. But the Army said they wanted him to take a desk job because he had already been so badly wounded in combat. And Roy didn't want that. And so he was sent to North Carolina for his desk job, and as soon as he got there, he began training like a maniac every minute of every day, trying to get in the best shape of his life, because his plan in his head was once he got there, he would try out for Special Forces. He would try to become an Army Green Beret, which is the premier combat unit in the Army. It's one of the hardest ones to get into, and their training program is in North Carolina. So after a few months, he was in amazing shape, and he asked his superiors, can I go try out to be a Green Beret? And they're like, I can't believe you're even walking, but you know what? You've come this far, you can go try out. And just a couple of months later, Roy Benavides was a Green Beret. A year later, in 1968, so 4 years after Roy was nearly killed by that landmine, he was sent back to Vietnam for his second combat tour. As soon as he got there, the fighting was very intense. On May 2nd of that year, Roy had a day off, and he was spending his day off at a church service inside of their wooden shack they had built on their base. And while he was in there listening to the chaplain, he heard a radio call, and it sounded like someone was in trouble. And so he ran outside to listen to the radio, and what he heard was this very desperate call from someone yelling into the radio, get us out of here. And in the background of this radio call is just a constant barrage of gunfire. The call for help came from a 12-man Army Special Forces team that had been ambushed by an entire North Vietnamese Army infantry battalion. That is 12 Special Forces members, of which many of them Roy knew personally, in the middle of the jungle, where on all four sides there are over 1,000 enemy combatants. As Roy is hearing this distressing transmission come across the radio, he hears overhead the sound of incoming helicopters, and he looks and he sees there's 3 birds that are coming towards their base, and so he runs over to the landing zone to greet the helicopters as they come in, and he can see as they're landing they are all completely covered in bullet holes. And as soon as they touch down, Roy runs up to one of the door gunners, which is this 19-year-old kid, and he looks kind of dazed, and Roy asks him, what's going on? Where'd you guys just come from? Were you out there at that ambush site? Do you know what's going on with that 12-man team? And the door gunner just collapses into Roy's arms and dies. He had been shot up. These 3 helicopters had attempted previously to fly into the jungle and save that 12-man team, but they had been shot off and had been unsuccessful. Roy helped get the dead door gunner out of the helo, and then he turned to the pilot of this helo where the door gunner was, and he asked him, are you going to go back out there and try to save those guys? And the pilot was obviously so distraught that he's chomping at the bit. He wants to go back out there. And Roy immediately volunteers, hops in the helo, and they head out to go rescue this 12-man team. So not only are there only 2 of them, but Roy was so eager to volunteer himself, he forgot his gun. So all he had on him was his knife and some medical supplies. But nonetheless, the pilot just keeps flying towards the ambush site, which was in Cambodia. It was this really dense stretch of jungle. And as they got closer and closer, gunfire started coming out of the jungle towards the helicopter. And so the pilot had to do this kind of constant zigzagging just to avoid getting shot down. They noticed there's some smoke coming out of the jungle, and it was very clear that this 12-man team is trying to signal to the helo, here we are, come get us. And so the pilot tried to fly down and get as close as he could, but anytime he got even marginally close to this team, the rate of fire would pick up so dramatically that the helo was just about to get shot down. And so the pilot began to turn away, and he told Roy, we can't get any closer, we're going to have to get more people in here. And Roy just tells him, no. Get as low as you can, and I will jump out into the jungle. And the pilot turns to him, and he's like, you can't do that. You're going to get killed. And Roy somehow convinces this pilot that he alone, without a gun, is totally competent. And so the pilot said, okay, and he lowered right over the canopy of this jungle, and without any hesitation, Roy just leaps off the helicopter into the jungle. No parachute, no guns, no anything, just crashing through the canopy onto the jungle floor, where he'll definitely be surrounded by enemy combatants. So he plummets through the canopy, smashes onto the ground, he pops up, and just starts running through the jungle with enemies on either side of him towards the 12-man down team. And the enemy was so surprised to just see this American running through the middle of the jungle by himself with no weapon that they hesitated for a minute and they didn't open fire on him. But when they did open fire, Roy got shot in the face, in the back of the head, in the leg. They threw a grenade that detonated at his back, but none of it stopped Roy. He just kept on running until he made it to this downed 12-man team. And when he got to them, they were in terrible shape. They were doing their best to stay behind some trees, but rounds were coming in from all directions, and 4 of them were already dead, and the others that were still alive were critically wounded. Roy low-crawled to each of the other living team members and gave them morphine shots, and then began dragging each and every one of them away from the ambush site to this other area where there was better cover, and there was a nearby clearing that he believed a helicopter could land in if the pilot was really daring. On one of Roy's last trips back to the ambush site to get the last few surviving members, he saw 2 other men that were part of this team that had been totally cut off from the main group. And so without any hesitation, he grabbed a gun off of one of the dead enemy soldiers and just began running towards this down 2-man team. And as he's running, he's shooting wildly in every direction, trying his best to suppress enemy fire, but it's really doing nothing. He's just dodging bullets as he's running. A bullet went flying through his thigh, just clean through his thigh, and it didn't slow him down. He got to the 2-man team totally unfazed, and he says, okay, get ready to move. And so he stands up and continues to shoot in both directions until these 2 men get back over to the main group. Once they were safely with the group, Roy again ran the gauntlet all the way back to the main group. And so now that Roy had a full head count of all of the living members of the downed 12-man team, he threw a smoke grenade into the nearby clearing he had found in hopes that the helo pilot overhead would see the smoke and be willing to come down and land. The pilot that had dropped off Roy had not actually left the area, and so he saw the smoke, and without any hesitation, he flew right over, taking rounds the whole time, pinging off the side of his helicopter, and he touched down right in this tiny little clearing. And so as the semi-able-bodied surviving members of this unit began making their way over to the helicopter, Roy began running around a little ways off from the helicopter and shooting back at the enemy, doing everything he can to try to protect the extract of his men behind him. And once Roy turned around and saw most of the men had made it onto the helicopter, Roy believed it was his chance now to run out and try to collect some of their dead teammates. And so Roy just takes off into the jungle, right into enemy fire. He's got 2 guns in his hands, and he's running. He's trying to engage the enemy as he's going, and then he comes across the first of his dead teammates, and it happens to be one of his very best friends, a man named Leroy Wright. And so he grabs Leroy and begins trying to haul him back towards the chopper, and as he's moving, Roy gets shot again, this time through his stomach.
Damn man.
So he tries to keep himself on his feet, and as he's doing that, a grenade detonates behind him, sending more shrapnel into his body, knocking him unconscious. When he came to, he started looking around, and he could see in the tree line dozens of enemy soldiers running towards him. And so he knew if he tried to bring Leroy back to the chopper, that was mission. And so he had to leave his friend behind. He jumped up, and with all of these enemy combatants just constantly engaging him, he ran all the way back, zigging and zagging back to the main group. And when he got there, he found the helicopter had actually crashed onto the ground and was on fire. And so he ran over to the flaming shell of this helicopter, and he saw the pilot had been killed, but some of the men that had climbed on, the men that he had just rescued, they had survived the crash and subsequent explosion. And so Roy just leaps into the burning vehicle and starts throwing these survivors out. Then he leapt back out, he picked up a gun, continued to engage the enemy, and then began picking up these wounded men and dragging them even farther away to another area that was safely away from this crash site. Because he knew if he didn't get all these people away from the crash site, pretty soon mortars are going to come raining down on this area. And so Roy finally gets all of the survivors over to this new area, and he's looking around, and he can see there are still hundreds of enemy fighters that are not that far away from them, just constantly engaging them. And Roy's doing his best to grab guns off the ground and shoot the enemy, but there's just too many of them. And he's looking around at his team, and everybody's on the brink of death. And he thinks to himself, the only way we can get out of this is if we call in what's called a danger close airstrike. A danger close airstrike is when the controller tells the aircraft overhead, I want you to drop a bomb right here, giving them the grid coordinates, but where they're telling them to drop is basically in the same position where the controller is, and you'd only do it if you're being overrun. It's a way to ensure your enemy gets taken out, even if that means taking yourself out. The goal of the controller is to get that airstrike as close as you can to your position without killing you. And so Roy, who's physically wrecked, he's getting shot at, he pulls out his map, he calmly finds his grid coordinates, and he calls in a beautiful precision napalm strike that does not affect his team at all. He calls in multiple gun runs. None of them affect his team. And so Roy just continuously called in attack run after attack run. But at some point, the aircraft overhead ran out of fuel and had to leave. And at that point, the surviving enemy combatants, which still numbered in the hundreds, they popped their heads up and they unleashed a hellacious volley of fire in which Roy again got shot clean through the leg. And so now Roy's looking around and he's realizing they're pretty much out of options. And so he crawls to each of his surviving teammates and he gives them one last shot of morphine to at least make their death painless. And then at the 11th hour, another helo comes blazing into the jungle and opens fire on the enemy, pushing them back. Roy is immediately invigorated and motivated because now he sees an opportunity to potentially survive this. And so once again, he grabs his teammates and begins schlepping them over to the helicopter. And after he believed he got the last of them on board, he turned and saw two of his teammates had fallen down farther back in the jungle, and the enemy was closing in on them. And so Roy, like always, without any hesitation, just starts running towards them, and as he's just about to reach them, an enemy soldier that had apparently run out of ammunition leapt out of the jungle and smashed Roy on the side of the head with their rifle butt. And so Roy falls to the ground, and the soldier jumps on top of him and smashes his face. And then the soldier turns his rifle around, there's a bayonet on the front side, and he begins impaling Roy. And Roy, like out of a movie, grabbed the rifle, threw the soldier on the ground, jumped up, got on top of him, drew his Bowie knife, and proceeded to kill this soldier. And after he was done with that, he ran over to the two down men, he grabbed one of them with his left hand, he picked up a rifle with the other, and as he's dragging this guy back to the chopper, he shoots and kills two more enemy combatants. So he finally gets this guy back to the chopper, he runs back, gets the last guy, throws him back in the helicopter, and then finally, Roy is the very last living American to hop in the helicopter, and the helicopter takes off. On the helo ride back, Roy was in very rough shape, and so when they finally landed back at base and Roy was hauled off of this helicopter, he wasn't moving, and the doctors and nurses didn't really even know where to start with him. He had so many injuries, and so they started trying to treat him, but there was no heartbeat, no pulse, and so they declared him dead. Roy's body was moved into a body bag, and as the doctor was zipping it up again, Roy spit in his face, because Roy had no other way to communicate. And so unbelievably, Roy was still alive. And so they took him out of the body bag, and they shipped him to Japan for intensive surgery, and then he was transferred to Texas, where he spent a year rehabbing from his severe injuries. Roy was immediately given the Distinguished Service Cross, and was put in for the Congressional Medal of Honor, which is the U.S. military's highest award for valor. But the paperwork took a really long time, and so Roy was not actually given the Congressional Medal of Honor until 1981. Of the 12 men that were trapped in that jungle, 8 would survive, all thanks to Roy Benavidez. Roy passed away in 1998 as a result of complications from diabetes. He was 63 years old. Just know that I really appreciate your support, and until next time, that's going to be...
It's crazy. I don't know if you're still here, if you hear it.
Get away from diabetes.
Diabetes busted that ass, dog. Old chubby ass Roy Benavidez with diabetes. Crazy. This person now has about 100 matches, all standing up straight, wrapped in a rubber band, and they cracked an egg and poured all the white out and put just the yolk on top of the tower of matches, and we're about to light the match with just the yolk. We're about to see what it does. It's gonna be satisfying as fuck. Okay, light the matches. You're about to burn your fucking fingers, yeah. Yeah, stop talking and light them, or you're gonna have to fucking catch another one.
Could be troublesome.
Get on a stove, really get anywhere else. It's the only way to do it.
And here's João Maria. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. And he does produce the yellow card.
Yes, like the fucking thing. You're already in the third match, you stupid fuck.
May break. Really, no matter what happens, very quickly.
this right now.
This is gonna be so stupid.
Yep, there we go. I think that's perfect right there, okay? And then go ahead and just touch it to the edge of the match. As you touch it to the edge of the match, I see some questions in here.
I just fast forward to 8 minutes in, they still haven't lit the fucking matches.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
11 minutes in, and the dude has a fucking...
What's that, Facebook? You go to...
Oh my god, they finally lit it. I gotta go back. 14 minutes in, still isn't lit.
Just go ahead and do it.
And short it is.
Oh, you talk about it again? I will slap the shit out of you.
Don't worry about the rubber band. Nope, I'm gonna put it out before I get
All the matches are going to light all the way down.
Nope. Do it for 5 seconds, and that's all.
Oh, you stupid bitch, just like the fucking...
Please hurry up, okay? Go ahead and light it. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I was telling I'm talking too much, and I think I want you to talk less also.
No, we don't want anyone to talk. We want you to like the matches. It's 14 and a half minutes in. Shut the fuck up and like the matches.
They can click the follow button and they can watch us at a different time, but we're gonna do it live right now, okay? You guys are the first ones to see it. Here we go.
I don't believe you. I've seen it lit already, and I just don't believe that you're actually gonna let it.
And let's do it. Light it up. Go for it. Yep. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
15 minutes.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Keep going. Okay,
Actually, finally lit it. 15 minutes in.
We're lit, we're lit, we're lit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, watch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch it cook.
It's turning brown. It's turning
Yep,
brown on
it
the
is
edges.
turning brown.
It's cooking it. It's cooking
Now watch it. Ready?
See it cooking it.
Wait for it. And right.
It's cooking it. No, it's still cooking. It's still cooking. Look at it.
Shut up, bitch.
It's cooking. Put this cup over it in just one moment.
Talk about it. Do it.
Okay? And we don't want to burn, so I'll bring this over it. Watch me fill it with some smoke. Okay? Now watch. I'm going to give this 5 more seconds, okay? As this burns up.
Like 5 real seconds, or... Okay, no, not 5 real seconds. 5 weird seconds.
2, 1. I'm going to lift the glass up right here.
Still hasn't lifted it yet. Gave him 5 seconds. Still hasn't lifted it yet. Still hasn't lifted it yet.
I'm going to show you a little bit of...
Still talking about it, but not just barely lifted it. It hasn't really even lifted yet, but still counted to 5 for some reason, as if it was cool.
What I need to do is I need to turn on the fan right there so we can get this smoke out of here. And I'm going to lift this up right now. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like.
You gonna do another 5-second count?
So we can show you guys
You're an idiot.
what this looks like right here. There we are.
You better hurry the fuck up. I will slice your throat open.
Okay. Watch. Yep.
I still haven't opened it. 16 and a half.
That's how you know it's. That's how you know it's done. That's how you know it's let it cool off right
17 minutes. Still haven't opened it.
Kirk says brilliantly done. Thank you, Kirk. Appreciate that. Look at that smoke coming out of there. Beautiful, right?
Just listening, reading your comments as you. I'm gonna eat it. You're gonna.
You guys just joining us?
Yeah, you are.
We put a yolk on some matches.
Nobody's just joining you.
Okay, ready? Yeah. Blow the smoke away.
There's only 30 seconds left, and they finally pulled the cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ready? Look at this. Ready? Look at it. Okay, you see the extra right here? Look at that.
Would you just look at it?
I cannot get that. And look, I cut it open just as I described it. Look at that.
Oh, it's
crispy on the outside. Look at that.
Oh, you lost the whole egg.
That is the best way to eat an egg, to cook an egg.
Oh, no, don't eat it. Look. Don't eat it. All those matches that were under it didn't light. They melted to the egg.
Yeah.
What a stupid ass way to cook an egg. I wasted a whole lot of time. At least I didn't wait 18. Man, that.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Fucking trash can. Start bench cut. Start bench cut. Lamar Jackson, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott. I start Stafford, I bench Jackson, I cut Prescott. That's easy. Wakanda Forever, huh? We got a new Wakanda movie?
Wakanda movie?
Oh, No Woman, No Cry. It's gonna be a female black lead.
space available inside.
Oh my God! What is going on with people these days?
He's not going to be best pleased with himself.
Oh, the office memes. That's funny. Man, that cat came after the dog. Stuff on his toe.
Oh, managing to beat him.
Charles Barkley said KD's gonna have to be a bus driver before he gets respect from the old heads. Said that he joined a team that already won a ship, and no disrespect, that's just a fact. Barkley, who has never won a championship, by the way. KD responded to him. He said, "I had shoes. I had MVPs before I met those guys. Y'all just be hating on the god." Kevin Durant thinks he is a basketball god. He is a conceited faggot. I don't know why people like him. He should not be popular at all. Somebody propped him up ego-wise a long time ago, and people say he's the best. I'm like, no way he's the best. The 2012 National Champion Powerlifters.